Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our 30-minute yoga practice. Mind, Body, Spirit Incorporated. Please bring your friends, bring your family. Go to our website, check it out. Kyle has done just a beautiful job setting that up. Let us know what you think. Give us your feedback. Remember, on Monday evenings, we have the live streaming fitness, all kinds of great videos for you to check out at the website. And we will get going here in just a moment for our 30-minute practice today. So Kyle's doing all the technical stuff, getting us set up, running, making sure we're live with you. And I'm going to have you guys start sitting back onto the hips to the heels, if that works for you. If you're tighter like me, you might want to slide a pillow, a blanket, a bolster between your legs and your bottom. It'll have you set back about here. Otherwise, sit on back. And if this is a challenge for you, be patient and be persistent. It took this body of mine almost a decade to be able to set like this. I've got a big flare up today with my back, wearing a support belt, but I'm going to be modifying a lot. When Kyle's out here, he'll be doing the poses at a more challenging level, a level that you might want to try. So go somewhere in between us today. Now, sitting here, our hips are in a mild state of flexion. Our knees are in a big state of flexion. Our ankles are open in extension. So there's a lot going on with the body. You're going to feel it down here, but it's going on everywhere. Every cell of the body talking. So sitting, letting that kind of warm up flush, and then fold on down and bring your hands back by your hips, palms down, your head. Maybe the forehead area touches the floor like Kyle here. Balasana, the child's pose. We're just going to relax and breathe there a bit. Now, one of the things yoga is teaching us is the importance of the pause, transition in life. We get overly addicted to action, action, action. We want to make sure that we pause, just like our beating heart. It pauses between action, and there's a big reason. That's where the benefits of the actions become ours, or we just rush it off. So breathing here. Now, a combination of asanas, positions of purpose, we call it flow. It's a flow of movement based on your breath. We want that breath to be a deep, smooth inhalation, little pause of transition, flowing, releasing, exhalation. I'm going to give you guys a squeaky voice here today too. Now we're going to move with that. Imagine yourself a caterpillar that has gone into this cocoon, and now it's time to really discover who you are, to be who you are. And in order to do that, just like in life, you have to expand from where you are. So you got to come out of the cocoon into the world. See what your true colors are. Share them with others. See the colors of others and celebrate life together. And here we go. This is called emerging butterfly. As you inhale, begin to lift your body up. You can go like Kyle or maybe like me. Stay sitting down. Up and open. Pause here. The butterfly emerged. And then on the exhale, take that expansion back to the cocoon. Pause with transition of breath. Here we go with breath on the inhale. Up, open. You can even arch back if you want. Pause, fingers, mind, body, spirit open. On the exhale, float back down. Continue with your breath. Smooth inhalation that lifts you. This is freedom, expansion, the pause. On the exhale, float back down. Tuck your chin. Maybe bring crown of the head rather than forehead to the floor. 3 more times with your breath. Smooth, floating, opening. Same pace on the exhale. Make sure you exhale fully. Don't force it out, but exhale 100% of that stagnant air. Continuing. The real power often exists in the pause. In fact, many of the ancient yoga teachings say all of life, all of yoga happens in the pause. Now we're going to go back down. We're going to come up a few more times, but we're going to add a twist. So as you come up, twist to your left. Up, open, pause. Now we bring the oblique muscles into this. Smooth down. We're also twisting, flushing organs, glands in the abdominal cavity. We'll go one more time each way. Now you've been doing it a little while. Impatience often starts to creep its way in, and we start to speed up. We start to go to more what is taught as an athletic breath rather than the breath of life. As we practice this breath, we can do it even in athletic sports competitions. Float down, come up and pause, straight up this time. Pause and breathe here and feel the openness of this lifted arch. Now, exhale, come to hands and knees, table pose. Align yourself. Your body will kind of tell you what alignment is. We don't have to get out and measure it. We align. If you've had wrist injuries, maybe go to your fists. Turn your hands out. Deep flowing breath. Cow and cat pose. We'll go cat first. As you exhale, tuck the chin and round up like that black Halloween cat we see. Then on the inhale, reverse it. Belly button, rib cage down. You move at the pace of the inhale, pause. And then exhale, round back. Hold it. And inhale, down we go. Continue that with your breath. Now at home too, you can practice this breath of life. You can shift it to the Ujjayi breath. It's the same flow. We just add the sound. We tighten a little bit the back of the throat, the glottis area. Restrict that breath flow a little. It makes a noise. It's one more time each way. Movement is breath-based. It's also called the Darth Vader or ocean-sounding breath. Go to neutral. We're going to take that laterally now to the side. As you exhale, bring your feet right, bring your shoulder around, look around to your pinky toe. Pause. Again, we're going to move with breath. On the inhale, go the other way. Pause. Continue that now. Use the strength between your ribs and your hip, lateral flexion at the waist, but you're also moving from the knees down, through the shoulders. Make sure you don't get addicted just to the action, the movement. Blend it with your breath. So we're bringing this into mind, body, spirit. One more time each way. Remember the pause. It's not a forced retention, just the pause of transition. Now to alignment we go. Step your hands forward. Hands about shoulder width apart. Fingers and thumbs spread wide. Lift your feet, curl your toes. Then on your exhale, bring your hips back. Don't lower your upper body. Keep it up. Push with the heel of the hand, straightening the arms back to stretch your toes. Now tuck your chin. Next inhale, lift your knees a tiny bit. Hold it with that strength. Make sure you're not holding breath. Inhale, slowly straightening the legs, lift the hips. Body weight is pressed up and back like Kyle here. Gently opening up the chest, the shoulders. We're using some strength, core strength to lift the body. Then we press heels toward the earth. Downward dog. Now alternate bending your knees. This is going to help stretch and warm the hamstrings. You're also going to see how in Kyle this is going to shift the hips. You can also wag the tail, where you're going to shift the hips kind of side to side, and it'll stretch all the way from the shoulder through the hip, down the IT band. Now again, take your time. Don't turn this into a rush. There's a lot of yoga in the United States that is barely yoga anymore. It has turned yoga asanas into calisthenics and speed. You're going to get a good workout, but that's what you're going to get. You're not going to link mind, body, spirit. Pause the movement. Look up between your thumbs. Bend your knees where they almost touch. Hover there. And then exhale, hop or walk your feet between your hands. Lift your hips, lower your head, Uttanasana, forward fold. Next inhale, roll the body up very slowly at the pace of that inhale. Samastitihi, pause, attention posture, attention to life. Our feet are under our hips. We've aligned our skeletal system. Muscular system is supporting that. On an inhale, bring your arms around up, look up, bring your hands together. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to heart. Staff of Brahman, breath-guided flow of graceful movement. Inhale. Up we stand, arms up, open, gaze is forward, palms up, pause. Exhale, hinge to a flat back, or modify like me, hands to thighs. Inhale, reach forward, stretch. You can also go one arm at a time if you need to modify like me. Exhale, round, release. On the inhale, up we flow. Arms up, hands greet each other. Exhale, Utkatasana, Anjali Mudra. Up on the inhale. Quality breath, never a hurry. Same with our movement. On the exhale, hinge, flat back. If you're going one arm like me, opposite arm reaches. Inhale, reach. And exhale, release. Up we flow on the inhalation. And exhale. We'll go 2 more times. Not a hurry to be done. This isn't a task. This is life. As you inhale, up, open, pause. On your exhale, hinge, flat back. Inhale, reach, stretch. Exhale, release down. And inhale, float up. Exhale. One more time with breath. As you inhale, up, open, here's our pause. Exhale, hinge, flat back. Inhale, reach, stretch. As you exhale, down we go. And as you inhale, up we flow. Exhale. Relax here and close your eyes. Now feel your stance here. Utkatasana means like chair pose, chair pose. Tailbone is toward the earth, crown toward the sky. So you can see with Kyle, there's a nice curve in the lumbar and cervical spine. That's real important for the energy flow of this body. We don't have broomsticks in our spine, even like me. 4 rods in there. Yet I've still got those curves, and that's real important. And then we're breathing diaphragmatically. This is a powerful pose. It doesn't mean it's a pose of tension, but great strength. Strength at its peak can even be intense in use, but we keep the tension out with wisdom. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, release. Samastitihi. We're going to move through some modified salutations. We're going to go twice, leading with each leg. We'll move, pausing the first time. The second round, we'll pause only with breath transition. Here we go. On the inhale, first part of the movement, arms up. You can lift up, open arch if you wish. As you exhale, at the pace of the exhale, lower to forward fold. Here's the mini pause transition. Inhale, come halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, full fold, forward fold. Now inhale, lift the right foot, extend it toward the ceiling. Back to a lunge. You can lower the knee like I'm going to or keep it up. Float your arms back. Then on the inhale, arms around, you arch. Here we're going to pause. Anjaneyasana like me. The knee is down, hips forward. Left knee in line with or slightly behind the heel, or knee up like Kyle. Then you press that right heel toward the ceiling, the right heel back toward the floor. You can modify arm positions if you wish. Here we go with breath on the exhale. Shoulder mobility, then back lowers. Core strength, arm strength. Left foot joins the right plank. I'm going to go to knees. Smooth chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then on your exhale, tuck and lift and settle to your downward dog. Relax. You can move the neck a little slowly. Gravity is going to help open that neck up. Be sure your jaws are relaxed. Relax what's between your ears. Bend the right knee. As you inhale, lift that foot. Feel the hip mobility. Pause at the peak of it. Exhale, the knee comes to the chest. Foot between the hands, lunge. You can lower left knee like me or keep it up. Arms float back. On the inhale, shoulder mobility, then the back strength lifts us, and here we pause. Now we're not way back here. The hips forward. We want to open the flexors, strengthen the quads, the glutes, and balance. Couple more breaths. Feel your flow now. Exhale, first the shoulder mobility, then the back strength that shifts us. We lift the left foot to the ceiling. Bend the knee, place the foot, Uttanasana. Inhale, up we come, Tadasana. Open arch, not a back bend. Exhale to Samastitihi. Attention, alignment with life. We let it go. Now on we go with strength, vitality on the inhale. Vitality doesn't mean rush. As you exhale, float. Rushing all the time actually is a weakness. We skip part of life. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot up, reach. Back to our lunge. Knee down or up, you choose. Float the arms back. Inhale, lunge becomes a warrior lunge. Again, we're going to pause. The next round, we'll pause only for transition. Don't make the mistake of rushing through everything, though. Here we go, exhale. Hands earth. Right foot joins left. You can be knees or toes. Down we come, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Pause. Exhale, downward dog. Modification might be to come to hands and knees here. Balasana. Relax and breathe. Bend that left knee. As you inhale, lift. Feel the hip mobility. Pause at the peak of the movement. Exhale, knee to chest, foot to lunge. Float those arms back. Gaze is down for now. Inhale. Then we lift and we pause on this side. At home, when you practice this without us or just watching the video, relax as you work and as you pause. Here we go, forward, exhale. Shift, foot to sky, foot to earth, forward fold, and then inhale, Tadasana. Open arch, exhale, Samastitihi. Now this we're going to modify a little more. Don't use speed though. Breath still guides movement. Here we go. Inhale, up and open, Tadasana. The view from the peak. Keep that view as you float with your exhale to the valley, the stretch. Pause. Inhale in between the two, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, forward fold. Right foot now, inhale, lift, float up. Back to our lunge. I'm going to stay up this time. Shoulders, float arms around. Inhale. Lunge becomes warrior lunge. Pause. Exhale, float. Plank. Chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra or up dog. And exhaling to down dog. We'll just stay a couple breaths here. Still that Ujjayi breath. Bend the right knee. Inhale, lift, pause. Exhale, knee to lunge. Float those arms back. Inhale, lunge becomes warrior lunge. Pause. Exhale, flow. Pencil, foot to earth, Uttanasana. Inhale, Tadasana. Now we're going to skip Samastitihi. Exhale, float back down to your forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, left foot up. Back to our lunge. Knee can go down if you want. Open on the inhale, warrior lunge. Flow with your exhale. Plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling cobra or up dog, pause, exhale. Downward dog. Power to pause, real important. Bend that left knee. Lift on your inhale. Exhale, lunge. Shoulder mobility. Inhale, lunge becomes warrior lunge. Exhale, pencil to forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Close your eyes and pause here. Samastitihi, alignment, awareness with life. Inside and outside, not just what we're doing or we're doing, not everything around us, not just what we look like, but who we are as human beings. That's the blend of it all. Open those eyes. Inhale, float your arms up. Bring your palms together and then bend your knees. We're going to do a strength pose, Utkatasana, chair, lower body strength. Bring your arms to a T. Fingers relax. Now inhale, bend your left knee, touch the toe tips. Some of you might stay there or possibly lift it. Becomes a one-legged balance pose. Now inhale, let's turn this into a soaring eagle. Extend the leg back, open those wings. Look straight down. You might modify with the toes down or the hands to the thigh. Practice at home between these sessions. Now inhale, bring hands to heart, bring the knee up, crown to the sky. You're back in that one-legged squat. That transition's very hard. It's why people skip it. Float the foot down. You're still in the squat. If you need a break, come on up. Otherwise, stay in the squat like Kyle. Bend the knees again if you're up. Inhale. Now lift the right one. And we balance. Remember, it's okay to have the toes touching. Inhale. Transition into this soaring eagle. Strong, open, floating pose. You can modify. Couple more breaths. Inhale, float through. See if you can control the transition. Grace in transition. Foot to earth. Stay in the squat like Kyle. Or come on up for a break like me. Relax and breathe. A lot of power in taking the modifications. Usually our ego forces us. Bend the knees. Let's join Kyle again. Inhale, lift that left knee again. Shoulders are relaxed. Bring the knee out to the side. We're using the strength of the back side to open the front side. Bring it back around. Now wrap that leg over, possibly around. Maybe the foot touches, helps us stabilize, or floats. Eventually, maybe we wrap and we gently squeeze. Garudasana in the lower body. Let's go there with the upper. Inhale, float the wings up. On your exhale, your left wing is going to come under. Maybe you wrap to here or just bring forearms together. Possibly wrap the arms. Some folks can even bring those hands together. And it's a squatting pose, the eagle. Toe can come to stability like me, or possibly wrap like I am now. Relax and breathe. We're going to release our wings first. Float them, don't rush. Inhale, unwrap, bring the wings out, hold. Inhale, unwrap that leg, come to the squat. Now rotate palms up. Inhale, reach up, let your hands touch. Exhale to forward fold. Smooth journey. Developing strength, flexibility together. Inhale up. Bring your palms together. Exhale, squat. Pause. Inhale, lift that right knee. Couple breaths here. Inhale to the side. It's okay if the toe touches. Bring it back around, then over. Maybe foot to earth, maybe it hangs, maybe a little more flexibility and flushing. Inhale, float the wings out. And then exhale, right wing floats under, left over. Wrap if it works for you. Squat, lift those elbows a bit, the beak. Deep, smooth, flowing breath. In this eagle pose, Garudasana, wisdom, grace, the powerful, majestic eagle. Inhale, float the wings out. Pause. Inhale, unwrap. Float that leg around. Foot to earth. Float your hands together. Anjali Mudra. Inhale, float up and open, arch. Exhale, smooth. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Now exhale, lower, bend the knees, shift weight to your hands, walk or pop those feet back, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, forward, lift up, arch, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Now look to the middle of your mat. Bend your knees, hop, and lower to a deep squat. If this doesn't work for you, go seated. If you're in the squat, hands Anjali Mudra, crown to the sky, tailbone to earth. Close the eyes here. So we want to learn to balance from the inside out so that vision can help us bring the outside in. We don't have to depend upon it for balance as much. This is hard. It takes practice. Open those eyes, press your palms forward, spread the fingers, then bring the hands around. Fingers to earth, tuck your chin round the spine, lower. Abdominal strength now. Thighs close to ribs, hips to earth. Extend your legs forward. Open the ankles, float them down. And then inhale, bring your body forward, toes to the sky. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, the seated forward fold. Relax to breath. Now we're going to use a slow curl down to take us down. Whole breath to get there. See how Kyle's back's rounded? That's the only way we stretch the back. So we're not rigid spines. We go as far as hip flexibility takes us, and then the spine. As you exhale, start the journey back. So slow, controlled. And then slowly the rest of the way down. This is the hard part. Usually people drop. So now we're using rectus abdominis. And as you exhale, go the rest of the way down. And then inhale, enjoy a full body stretch where you reach your arms around. If you were standing, you'd be in Tadasana. Exhale, bring the hands around by the hips. We're going to enjoy one more pose, then we're going to open. Rotate your palms down. Opening, Shavasana. Lift the left leg, bend the knee, place the foot, heel in line with your hip. Now do the same with the right. Lift, bend, place. A lot more than just sliding the leg there. Tilt your tailbone toward the sky a bit. Now inhale as you lift to a bridge, float your arms up and around in sync. Pause there. On the exhale, roll the spine down. Float the arms around. Hips and hands touch the mat at the same time. One more time. Inhale, lift up, float. Pause. Exhale, roll down. Strength, flexibility together. Controlled mobility. We're going to lift again and stay. Float on the inhale. You're moving as you inhale. And then we pause at the peak of it. Deep flowing breath, that Ujjayi breath. As you exhale, Roll your spine down. Leave your arms overhead. It's more of a challenge to roll there. Takes more flexibility. Walk your feet together. Let your knees relax open. Supta Baddha Konasana. Reclined cobbler's pose. Deep breath flow. Now you can maybe even see with Kyle and I, as we inhale, the belly will expand. Transversus abdominis, amazing. They can expand. And then on the exhale, these muscles shorten. They pull in. They help the diaphragm work. We exhale more. Continue that breath in this position. Breath of life. Not the huff and puff. Not the shorter breath that we keep 30 to 40% of the stagnant air inside of us. This is where we rejuvenate, refresh 100% if we can. Bring your hands comfortably by your side, palms up. Float the thighs together. Inhale, stretch arms wide, palms up. Exhale, curl in a little ball. Apanasana, so you're curled. You can tuck your chin, stretch the back a little more, or keep the head down like me. Now, if you're curled, relax down, hips, head, shoulders to the floor. Let your feet float to the floor again. Let your legs extend. Bring your feet about shoulder width. Let the feet relax open. Let your hands rest by your side, palms up. Shavasana, the pose of ultimate openness. And we're lying here wide awake, aware of life, breathing in freshness, vitality, pausing with it to make sure we absorb it, and then the flowing, releasing exhalation. 100% of that stagnant stuff if we can. And then the flowing inhale. Now that little pause is not a forced retention. It's transition. It's like a pendulum. It floats up. It has this pause. And then it floats the other way. That's how we want to breathe. Breath of awareness. Now I invite you at home to stay in relaxation, Shavasana, for a while. To rise when you're ready and to take the calmness of this pose, the awareness of this pose, with the benefits of the strength, flexibility, and awareness that we built with a 30-minute practice. They're yours the rest of this lifetime. We wish for you a wonderful rest of this day and weekend. Namaste. Mind, Body, Spirit Incorporated. Our goal with this is to help link everything we are as human beings to bring our highest up and out and to share it with others in life. Have a great day, gang. Be sure to check us out. MindBodySpiritIncorporated.com. And again, have a great weekend.